Welcome to the movies, pal. You're from the Neighborhood Mastercast, back with you once again tonight. Boy, oh gosh, oh golly, have I got a special one for you. I was so shocked by this movie. So shocked. And not in a way that would make you go, whoa, holy crap, this is a masterpiece. More of like a, whoa, holy crap, I think I just shit my pants. And I'm not wearing underwear. And I'm not wearing pants. Of course, I'm talking about Black Christmas. Written by Sophia Takal and April Wolf. And directed by Sophia Takal. Welcome to Hawthorne College, where date rape is apparently the local pastime. This movie is so bad. So bad, so bad, so bad. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Could not believe it. I'm trying to get that across to you. Where to begin? There's so much to unpack here. Now, a lot of people call this the woke, Black Christmas, the feminist Black Christmas. And you know what? They're not wrong. This movie is so anti-man that I'm shocked anybody reading it didn't go, hey, this might be a little too much. I'm shocked that there's any producers that were male on this movie. Jason Blum produces this as a Blumhouse film. And look, right off the bat, I would consider myself a feminist in the sense that I believe in equality. I believe we're all brothers and sisters. We should all be equal. We should all be treated equally. I have a daughter. I would love her to have a wonderful life with her work appreciated, and whatever work she does, that she gets paid equally and fairly, 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying that you are a believer in equality, a believer in equal rights, because why the fuck not? We're human beings. That being said, I don't appreciate the anti-male campaign, the patriarchy thing. Now, I know I am a man, and I know I'm talking from that angle of the male side of things, and I get it. I know some women have experienced some awful things, and my heart goes out to them. But this is a Black Christmas remake. This is a Black Christmas remake. It is the second remake of a movie about a crazy guy in an attic killing college girls. This is not the place for a statement. This is not the movie that you draw the lines between men and women. I'm sorry, you just don't do that. You don't pick a movie or such a random movie as Black Christmas and say, hey, let's remake it, but let's gut it. Let's not even make it a Black Christmas remake. Let's just call it Black Christmas. And make it really all about how men are trying to dominate women and how women need to take their power back and how men will go to great lengths to dominate women. FYI, this is going to be a long review, so I apologize, but bear with me, because if you haven't seen this movie, I'm going to give you some spoilers because I need to. Just to, save you the time. So they make a movie, they remake Black Christmas, but they don't. Why? I think probably let's address how this isn't really a Black Christmas remake. There's no Billy. There is a sorority house, but there's no crank callers. There's somebody crank DMing them, which is the trendy thing. Bullshit. There's no crank callers. There's no Billy. There's no Claire in the attic. It's almost completely gutted as a Black Christmas movie. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to call it a Black Christmas remake. They should have called it something else. Well, this movie is a thinly disguised hate propaganda on equality and on the patriarchy. As a matter of fact, in the first 10 minutes, one of the characters starts talking about white supremacist patriarchy. Gosh, already? Really? I knew instantly what this movie was, and I was like, man, I'm not the audience for this movie. And maybe that's the case. Apparently, nobody was the audience for the movie, because not even the people the super, feminazi people went to see it. And if they did, there's not that many of them because this movie tanked hard. Look, you don't make a horror movie for the wrong audience. Horror fans will go with you far enough. But if you're gonna make a movie about woke agendas and feminist angles, man, don't do that. Don't make it a remake. You know what? Let's call it something else. Let's call it Feminazi Christmas. I think that's closer to what this movie really is. Not even a Black Christmas movie. Don't even go into it thinking, oh, I wonder how they adapted this. They didn't adapt it. They fucked it. They fucked it in the ass for the tampon. I'm sorry. I'm losing my temper here because I'm so upset. Because I haven't gotten to the shitty parts. And this is shitty, but the shittier parts. Wait until I tell you the plot of this movie. What the hell's going on here? How did this get... Okay, I've had trouble getting my scripts off the ground. And my plots are very normal. This script somehow came across the desk of Blumhouse and they're like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude, let's do this right now. Okay, Feminazi Christmas. Here's the rub. The warmth of the holidays that is, evident in the first few films are gone. This is a very cold, ugly, cheap-looking movie. It's very flat. There's no almost color pops at all. The direction is very stale, very static, very, very, very opposite to the first two movies. And just like, that warm, cozy feeling that you got from the first two movies, especially the second one is very Christmassy. This movie just has a couple Christmas lights around. But it's also shot in such a flat, ugly, brown, yellow look that it doesn't even feel like a holiday movie. It's almost like an anti-holiday movie. It's an anti-everything. Anti-holidays, anti-man. It's awful. It's just an awful, ugly-looking movie. And right off the bat, before we got to the white supremacist dialogue, there's a scene, the first kill in the movie, shows you how atrociously bad and how inane and how incompetent this movie's going to be. Why? Well, the first girl to get killed, her name isn't Claire, by the way. They got rid of all that stuff. She's walking down the street on a residential neighborhood. Now, it's Christmas Eve. People would be at home, right? It's Christmas. People would be at home. She sees the killer. This guy in a hood is chasing her down a residential street on Christmas Eve. Okay. She runs to a house. She knocks. Hey, let me in. Help me. Nobody answers the door. Why not? It's Christmas Eve. Where the fuck are they? Their lights are all on. The decorations are all on. There's people home. What? Then she runs to another house. Let me in. Please let me in. The door opens. That killer's in that house. What the fuck are you talking about? Did he buy every house on this street? How did he know she was going to go to that house? He was right behind her. He's not a ghost. Well, later on we find out there's more than one. But still, did they say, hey, Chuck, you go hide in that house, and if she knocks on that door, you come out, it's going to be really cool. No, stupid. She runs out. She goes, oh my God, it's you. And he kills her right in the front lawn. Kills her right on the front lawn of the house. In a residential neighborhood. She's screaming, getting stabbed. Okay, what residential neighborhood is this? What the fuck kind of neighborhood is this? Stupid. Unbelievable. I completely don't believe you, movie. And, might I add, this is not like part two. The first remake, 2006. This movie is not only bloodless, completely bloodless, but they come up with a stupid excuse to not have actual blood, to have black oil, which I'll get to in a minute. Wait till I get there. You're not going to believe me. I hope you're popping some popcorn. This one is going to keep you on the edge of your seat. Anyway, completely bloodless, completely scareless, completely incompetent when it comes to setting up scares and really making a slasher movie in general. As a matter of fact, this is not a slasher movie at all. This is the kind of movie where every guy is an asshole rapist. There's one good guy, maybe two good guys, but everyone else is an asshole rapist that wants to bang every girl he sees. That's just bad writing. That's just bad filmmaking. Here, specifically, every woman, every character is under threat by a man. Any man walks by, oh, she's going to get raped. She's going to get raped. Oh, she's going to get raped. Oh, thank God. What the fuck? What the fuck? Now, I know in the story, we're dealing with a character played by Imogen Poots. I don't remember her real name. Imogen. I'm going to call her Poots because that's her last name. I'm going to call her by her name, Poots. She's a good actress. I'm not going to fault her. A really good actress. Really, really believable. She sells the bizarreness as far as she can. She's a good actress. Poots was date raped by the head of the local fraternity. Okay. I don't remember their name. I'm just going to call them the fraternity. And so she's traumatized by that. It happened 3 years ago, and apparently, she's just really still traumatized by that. And things like that. I get it. 100% get that. I'm not going to question that. 100%. That sucks. That's awful. The guy's an asshole. But now there's talk about Cary Elwes, who plays a teacher in the film. He plays an English teacher. It's not really clear what he did, but apparently he was sexist or misogynistic or something. And now Poots' friend is trying to get him fired because he was, I don't know, maybe he made a pass at her. I don't remember. It wasn't very clear what he did. Again, awful. But by default, every fucking guy is a rapist. And the movie, the writers, written by two women, the writers go out of their way to make sure every guy is a fucking dickhead. Why? There's one guy who's nice, little boyfriend guy, that Poots kind of has a crush on. Another one of the girls has a boyfriend who... There's this weird thing where he's kind of nice, but then he becomes a jerk all of a sudden. They have this big argument. And the big argument comes about because he's like, hey, all guys aren't rapists. And they're like, what? What are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. And they kick him out of the house. What? He was the one guy talking sense, and they kick him out of the house? What is going on in this movie? It takes about 55 minutes out of this 1 hour and 32-minute movie to genuinely become a horror film. Because at that point, the girls are in the sorority, and they get attacked by these hooded guys in black masks. Now here comes the twist. I'm going to tell you. So spoilers! Spoilers! The fraternity that the guy who date raped her belongs to is also the head of a underground cult. You see, the guy who founded the college, he predicted that women would take over. And so he studied black... I'm not even kidding. This is 100% real. The women would take over. And so he studied black magic so he could leave behind some kind of black oil that would be concentrated in a bust of him. Then anybody who joined the fraternity would be anointed by this black oil, and so would have the spirit of the founder, and then he would work through that, fraternity pledge or fraternity or whatever alumni to make sure that men took back their power from women. What the fuck? How was that pitched? And they go, yeah, that's it. That is the perfect way to reimagine Black Christmas. I don't even know how that... But if they're saying that men are asshole rapists already, why would they need magic ghost oil to make them more stronger? It's very stupid. So stupid. God, I could not believe it when I was watching this movie. I'm like, this is not the plot. And then whenever they kill one of the fraternity assholes off, hey, it's not blood, it's black oil. That's how they get away when that's showing blood. Fucking stupid, man. What's stupid? Oh, stupid. I'm not even kidding. This is the plot. Not about a creepy killer in the attic. Not about crank calls coming from somebody's house. No. Magic black oil. How? How does this get made? Tell me, if you know. I know this is a woke culture, and I know this is Hollywood is changing. It's one of the reasons I left Hollywood. But Jesus, man, this is like too much. This is too much. It's almost like a spoof. It's so bad. Everybody's talking about, oh yeah, women are bad, the better species. Men suck. They're all assholes and rapists. Oh man, Why? And then the plot feeds into it. Oh, well, you know what? You're right. But we also have black magic powers because we need that for some fucking reason to take over women. I love my wife. I love my daughter. I want them to have the best life. I honor them. I cherish them. They are so important to me. Every woman in my life that's a friend, a family member, I cherish. I thank the world. I thank the universe. I thank God for them. Why does this movie make it that every fucking guy is the bad guy? It's awful. This is not going to come as a surprise, but no stars, 0, big fat goose egg motherfucking 0. The Black Christmas remake, Feminazi Christmas. What the hell were they thinking? I'll tell you right now. This director and writer are never going to work again. Never going to work again. Not because they're pushing a feminist agenda, because Hollywood loves that shit, but because this movie failed. It dropped to its knees. I'm not going to go there. It failed. It failed. It did so bad. Reviews were so bad. Everything was so bad. I couldn't believe how bad this movie was. Their careers are over. They may get to work at Disney or something, you know. Disney Plus probably needs people like them. But my friend, this movie, from a horror movie standpoint, failure. From a Black Christmas remake standpoint, failure. If you were one of the ones who really didn't like the 2006 remake, oh, baby, go back, rewatch that one. It's a masterpiece now, right? See, told you. This is the dumbest plot ever, and it gives remakes a bad name. This is the kind of movie that gives remakes a bad name. This and the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, they give remakes a bad name. That's why people are scared of remakes, bro. Now I'm very terrified for Scream 5. Luckily, these people had nothing to do with that. It was Scream 5, and I really liked the team behind, Ready or Not. So fingers crossed for Scream 5. But man, please, don't derail it with some woke bullshit. Look, we're all brothers and sisters on this planet. I love you. I hope you care about me. If you don't, that's fine. But I appreciate you being here. But I don't need it shoved down my throat. Equality. I know. It shouldn't even be a question. The fact that we're addressing it is the problem. We should all be equal. 100%. Down the line. Moving on. Let's not attack each other here. And to be 100% clear, I'm not attacking necessarily the statement. I'm not necessarily attacking the filmmakers. Well, a little bit. But I'm attacking the movie. I'm attacking the movie as a horror remake. I'm attacking the filmmakers as the people who said, this is the way to make this movie. It's not. 100% not. And I'm attacking Blumhouse for not saying, hey, you know what? No. This isn't really the direction we should take a Black Christmas remake. What the hell? As a matter of fact, it's a slasher movie, right? Did they forget that the slasher genre is all about women empowerment? Am I right or am I wrong? Halloween, Scream, name a great slasher movie. It's all about the final girl. Where did that term come from? Slasher movies. Why does that term exist? Because they're the heroes. They're the heroes. We root for them to win. It's all about women empowerment. This is the worst horror movie of 2019, of 2020. 100%. Worst horror movie I've seen in such a long time. Sumo says I should calm down, so I probably will. Why don't we call it a day? Whew. My friend, Black Christmas Remake, don't watch it. I hope this review has found you happy, healthy, and well. It's time to close the theater down. Whew. My friend, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you do, you'll see me tomorrow. Mastercast comes at you daily, sometimes twice, when I do Mastercast Theater. Next week, I'll be tackling the entire Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. All 5 movies. At least one of them is good. So stay tuned for that. I will see you soon. Gotta pull the curtain here across the silver screen because it's snowing, as you can tell, and I don't want the projector in here to freeze. So, my friend, I love you. I'll see you soon. I have been your Philly Neighborhood Master Chaos. This has been Sumo, and you have been entertained.